Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back again today with another 4 trades. Today's date is January the 11th and I'm using my new Trigger Zones trading system. Love this Trigger Zones. I've gone as far as nickname it the Holy Grail trading system. The main reason for that is this what I call a magic indicator, the trigger zones, this goal line. Now this trigger zones, TZ for short, it helps to find the beginning of the up and down cycles within the market. You can easily trade all 3 trading sessions 24 hours a day. I call that the flow of the market. Now keep in mind, approximately by the time 6 o'clock rolls around in the morning, New York time, I'm in front of the charts, and between 6 and 7, I am drilling down the lights and making my daily trade plan. If you're not doing this, that is a big reason why you are failing. We can take a look at this daily trade plan. Here it is here. It's my daily trade plan for January the 11th. And most of these trades worked out. Now keep in mind, after it's moved quite a bit in one direction, exactly what I say down here, if it's when the markets move a lot and then hit support and resistance, it can easily do a pullback 50 to 100 pips or more. So not every one of these will work out, and that is one of the reasons why I try to do more than 1 or 2 trades at a time, because I never know exactly which ones will be producing the most number of pips. So as I said, if you don't have this and if you're not doing it, then how can you be trading in a live account? The only one you're going to make happy are the brokers, because they will be taking your money. So if you want some more information on this, all you got to do is get in contact with me. Keep in mind that I do charge $100 a month for this. And as you can see on some of my trades today, even if you did just one mini lot, and I know for a fact today is probably hovering at least 400 pips I made. So that would be $400 if you did one mini lot. So more than enough in one day to actually pay for the daily trade plan. So let's move on now. Let's see the trades I did take. I did 2 Forex pairs and I did the Russell and the NASDAQ. So in this pound New Zealand, I knew I wanted to be buying as the arrow is right there. So that's exactly what I did. Pound New Zealand. I took this trade at 732, and these 2 at the bottom here, I had to sit and wait patiently for the market to give me a sell signal. So that's what you have to do, is wait for the market to line up properly and you catch the cycle. So on this pound New Zealand, let's see where I got in at. Took the trade here, went a little bit against me, not too much to worry about, around 22 pips, and looks like I closed out with about 16 pips, and those 16 pips on the pound New Zealand paid $1,078. Moving on to the next trade, the pound Aussie. Another one I wanted to buy. There's the arrow. So everything was looking good for buying. I bought it, did this one more cycle before it decided to go in the direction of the higher time frames. Took the trade at this cursor, and I closed it out just being happy again with 16 pips. And those 16 pips on the pound Aussie paid $1,216. And now, I always thought for many years these pound pairs, they just move a lot. Well, as you can clearly see, the ones that pay the most and move the most are other instruments like futures, NASDAQ, Russell. There's a list of everything within the daily trade plan, exactly what I trade. Plus you can see everything down here at the bottom which I trade. Keep in mind that I'm happy when I hit 100 pips or more, and I'm only guessing right now it's got to be hovering at least 400. The DAX 30 is not in here, so I'm not expecting this to be, as many pips as yesterday. But anyhow, on the NASDAQ, let's see, NASDAQ, keep in mind, I sold the last two. NASDAQ pays $20 a pip. Let's see where I got in at. I knew I wanted to be selling. There's the arrow to remind me, just in case I forget. Now let's see where I got in at. I should have got in higher up, but I knew that I was going to get some pips, and it can easily hook around and keep dropping all the way down to here. But when I'm happy, I just close out the trades, and I try to close out the trades between 9 and 10, which is exactly 9:44 today. So let's see. Again, I was happy with, let's see, ignore the last two digits, so that's 76. And 76 pips times $20 times the lots, that worked out to $15,220. Moving on to the last trade, it's the Russell. Keep in mind it pays $10 a pip. There's the arrow. I knew I wanted to be selling. That's exactly what I did. Sold it early in the morning, 6:28. Took a while to go. It was actually the opening bell, which is right here on this big red candle. Opening bell for futures, and away it went in the direction of the higher time frames. Closed out the trade, again just being happy. Looks like you ignore the last digit, 200, and should be at $10 a pip. It should be, and it's very, very close there. 249. Those 249 pips times $10 times the lots paid $24,900. And it looks like I closed out the trade at a very good time. So let's see now. I did the math. I mentioned earlier, probably around 400 pips. It was shy of that today. And as I said earlier, happy with 100 pips, and much more happy, obviously, with 200 pips, which is what my goal has been for the past few months, ever since I've been practicing with the trade simulator. And in 30 days, I was able to go from 100 pips a day to 200 pips a day or more. Keep that in mind. Whoever buys the trigger zones, I'll show you how you can get your hands on the trading simulator. Talking about the trading simulator, here it is right here. It's a trading simulator. It's a screenshot simulator for the MT4. It works on MT4. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, they have a version of it for MT5. They do give you $10,000, and by the time you do the math and add up the two trades that were still running, that put me well over $10,000. And you can, they show you the results down here at the bottom. I used to spend 8 hours over the weekend, and over the course of a month, this helped me, as I said earlier, to go from 100 pips a day to 200 pips a day. If you're not doing this every weekend, it's another reason why you are struggling at trading. So if you have any questions about this trading simulator, all you got to do is get in contact with me. So let's shut this down. Let's take a look. I just calculated all the pips and ticks. Today was another great day of trading, and I ended up with 357 pips, and those 357 pips and ticks paid out $42,415. So if your system is not producing on a daily basis like my trigger zones, well, I suggest you get your hands on it. And if you want some more information, all you have to do is look right below this video. It's a trigger zone system. I do charge $250 for it. I teach how to trade the flow of the market, and this TZ indicator will help you a lot. Now my system has 5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your MT4 platform. Included are 9 MT4 templates. I do give a bunch of templates, as I've had some traders asking me less indicators will be better. So if you're the type of trader who wants less indicators, I made several indicators with templates, I should say, with less indicators. Now I prefer more, and there's actually one more template where I put the awesome oscillator, the MTF multi-time frame awesome oscillator here on the top. I prefer more indicators because it's more confirmations whether I should be buying and or selling. Anyhow, I give you a bunch of templates, and you can pick whichever template you like the most. Also included are 10 custom indicators and my favorite meter. Included are a lot of PDF books, a lot of Word documents, and 9 bonus videos. Keep in mind that this is just all bonus stuff, and you really should go through all of this, as the more that you learn how to trade the markets, the more pips and money you will be making. Remember, I not only recommend the trigger zone system, but also the daily trade plan. There's nothing wrong with making money as you're learning how to trade. Now, there's a lot of ways to trade, and each one of these videos, there's two videos for each subject here, except of course how to back test, which is over 40 minutes, so it's like 2 videos. Each video is about 20 minutes long. And my number one way of trading, obviously, is for me anyhow, is a great way to trade. Most of my trades qualify for that, but not every one of them. Now you can put this video on pause and read everything here, and keep in mind that because there's so many subjects here, I included 50 training videos. Now if you have any questions at all, simple, pick up the phone and call me. Here's my number. And if you live too far, well, just send me an email. Here's my email address. Remember, there's an underscore right here. I really do prefer Skype. Simple again, all you got to do is click on this link. Even if you don't have, or if you think you don't have Skype included or installed, Skype automatically is installed if you have a Windows 10 computer. In other words, just click on this link. We'll have Skype connection, and through Skype screen sharing, I will give you a free session. I'll answer your questions, give you some tips and tricks, and of course, remember, there's no obligation to you. Now if you click on this link right here, you'll see 35 screenshots of all the trigger systems I've been building over the years. Remember, the more you learn, the better you'll become as a trader. And if you are not finding success within roughly 2 months, just get back to me and get more education. I was buying education every week. That is a mistake I made. Should do it every 2, no longer than 3 months. You keep working on it, and keep working on it, and keep getting more training, more education. That is what you're going to need. 3 things that you are going to need: a lot of chart time, a lot of demo trading, and you're going to need a lot of education. The only thing I can help you with is education, and I can give you a lot of education for pennies on the dollar. If you want to know more about that, just get in contact with me. So it's time to wrap up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trade and video, happy trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.